Thank you, Mr. Chair. I know in the original draft of the bill, one of the organizations that the money was supposed to go to was either the Driver Improvement Program or the Florida Motorcycle Safety Education Programs. Are those programs no longer available as a result of this legislation? Are those programs going to be canceled, or are they still going to be utilized to give motorcycle education safety?
You're recognized.
I believe they'll still be able to give those services, and I think that the vendor that is selected will work with them on how they're using that and what safety programs they're investing in and using it for. But it all has to be, it's all spelled out as to what they have to do with it.
Other questions? Representative Cassell?
Thank you, and thank you, Representative, for engaging in the debate. I'm just curious why we're going to be taking money that is going into current organizations that are likely run by the state of Florida and our agencies, and now transferring this money to charitable grassroots organizations to work with current agencies that are in place. Walk me through why this bill is necessary.
You're recognized.
So that's a great question, Representative, and I will tell you that anytime we can engage vendors on the private sector, specifically nonprofits, specifically 30-plus year experts in a field, I think it's prudent for us to do that as lawmakers. Those people employ folks, they're exclusively focused on that, and they are not caught up in any of the administrative operations of government and a lot of the issues that we deal with in here as lawmakers every day. And we've got the accountability piece to, on an annual basis, we are reporting, they will be reporting to us what is going on with that money every year. I know that a couple years ago, this money, a portion of it was going to this. Then all of a sudden, the word exclusively comes out at some point, and the money's being used for who knows what. So we are simply redirecting it back, and not just $1 or a portion of it, the full $250. And we want a qualified expert vendor who's in the communities that have been doing this for a long time, hands-on, to be administering this and doing it in a proper manner. And I believe that nothing is going to change my mind that the people best suited for that are not government. And that is why I am calling for that.
Follow up. Last question.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Is there going to be any fiscal impact to the agencies that currently rely on this? How is it going to impact their budgets and current programs they might have in place as a result of losing this funding?
You're recognized.
I would say that if it is fiscally impacting that agency, then clearly they weren't using the money for what they should have been using it for, because this should be exclusive for safety. So, you know, we have not seen in the course of this bill progress to this point from putting this together and getting through 2 other committees, as well as my Senate sponsor, Senator Collins. We have not heard any fiscal concern about any of this. So I don't believe that to this point, I have no reason to believe that there is.
Other questions, Representative